Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how do people view you, and we're going to take a look at how they view you physically, but also your personality. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with a psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free.
For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that would be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals. But that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video.
So getting back to your pal selection and reading. For pal 1, we have the opal pendulum with the 6 of swords. For pal 2, we have Sodalite with the 4 of swords. And for pal 3, we have yellow calcite with the 7 of wands. Take a look at the pals we have, regardless of, how the person looks on the image, and just see which one you're most drawn to. That will be your pal for today. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick one. So if you're still stuck on which one to pick, then you can pause the video. But once you are done picking one, then you can find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi Pal 1, if you chose this opal pendulum and the 6 of swords card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people view you, and we're going to take a look at how they view you physically, but also your personality. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. So as said, we're going to take a look at the physical features first, and then we're going to take a look at personality after. I am going to mix tarot with my clairvoyance to get whatever I can. So let's shuffle your cards. Spirit guides of Pal 1. Please tap me into their energy, and please show me, how do people view Pal 1 physically? How do people view Pal 1 physically? How do people view Pal 1 physically? So we have the Six of Wands. We have the Three of Cups showing up in the reverse. We have the Devil. We have the Five of Swords reverse, as well as the Ace of Cups reverse. And at the back of the deck, we have the Chariot reverse. Well, firstly, with the Devil being the card in the middle, in terms of how people view you physically, this could indicate that a lot of people find you sexually appealing in some way. Because the Devil card can be about seductiveness when we're taking a look at someone's physical, appearance. It can represent pleasure, like guilty kind of pleasures. So I feel like a lot of people kind of like look at you with lust because of how seductive you seem physically, and they view you as very sexy with the Devil. You may even have a lot of people that kind of obsess over the way you look. And this doesn't just have to do with lust or, people liking you in some way, but it also has to do with like people maybe wanting the features that you have. So, for instance, I'm seeing something in my mind's eye of a situation where, let's say someone has really curly hair and someone else has straight hair, and they're obsessing over your hair. Like obsessing in the sense of, oh, I want hair like that, but I could never have hair like that because my hair is straight. So I see like that kind of energy where some people might like obsess over your features and wish they could have it themselves. So there is this view coming from people where they would almost like want to look like you, or they wish they could have a specific feature that you have. And it's not coming through as envious with the Five of Swords reverse. In fact, it's coming through as like, whoa, you're so beautiful, or you're so handsome. Like, I just wish I could look that way. Not me, but like people's perception. So I kind of see this energy as well of people kind of looking at you like you carry yourself with gracefulness, like in the way you walk, the way you talk physically. But also, you look like you have somewhere to be. Like, you look like you kind of have like a busy type of lifestyle. Like, from the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself physically. But also, you look very put together and you look very smart in a way, like from your physical appearance. And people view you as someone that might be more successful based on the way you look physically. So with the Six of Wands here, people have that perception of you based on your physical appearance. So let's say you're just wearing like smart casual clothing and people think that you just look successful in some way based on the clothes you're wearing. That could be an example of the energy. There is something about high or full cheekbones that really stand out to people, where they love that feature of yours if you do have that. I'm also seeing very shaped, arched eyebrows. And it doesn't have to be arched, but for some of you, I am seeing that. Or I'm seeing like straighter eyebrows. Like, think Ariana Grande, how her eyebrows are kind of straight, but shaped in a way. And then I'm seeing thicker, bushier eyebrows that are really nice. Like, people think it looks really nice on you. Like, I've seen people with bushy eyebrows and I'm like, oh, I wish I had eyebrows like theirs because mine are like really thin. So, some people could be looking at you like that too. There is something about you having beautiful eyes or handsome eyes, but it's not just about your eyes being beautiful. There's something more to it that I'm trying to tap into. It's kind of like your eyes have a dreaminess to it. Like when people make eye contact with you, they almost feel hazy, or like your eyes are kind of hypnotic in a way and dreamy, like I said before. A lot of people view you physically in a way where they put you on a pedestal and they almost romanticize or fantasize about you in their mind. where everything you do almost looks perfect to them. And these would be people that are crushing on you, because I see a lot of people crushing on you and kind of romanticizing you in their mind based on the way you look physically. It's like anything you do, they make it even more sexy. So let's say you, for example, have your hair tied up and you let it down loose, and it's like they're making it more sexy than it actually is. Like, taking your hair down isn't really sexy, but then they're kind of like imagining you wave your hair around. Like, I'm seeing a vision of that. I know that's a little bit exaggerated, but that's kind of what I see in my mind's eye when I say people are romanticizing you. Yeah, I see some people wanting to sleep with you, which is so random, but that's coming through. Like, I don't know how you feel about that message. I don't mean to creep you out in any way, but that's what I see. I also see some people wanting to steal ideas from the way you look, or take inspiration from the way you look, because the image in my mind I'm seeing is like you have shoes over here in your room, and then someone's grabbing their arm and taking those shoes outside the window so that you don't notice. So that metaphorically makes me think of copying your look or taking inspiration from it, or like wanting to have your clothes. Maybe you have like really nice clothes or shoes and people like the way you dress, but I just see like people wanting to take inspiration from it. Or maybe wanting to have some of the items you own, like your shoes. I am seeing Pisces placements within this pile. So that could explain the dreaminess. And even if you don't have Pisces placements, that's okay. That's just something I see clairvoyantly. If I see more zodiac signs, I'll let you know. I'm also seeing that people view you as very photogenic, because I'm seeing a camera in my mind's eye, which makes me think of a photogenic nature, and like you maybe taking nice pictures of yourself. So I don't know if people like to look at your social media and the pictures you take of yourself. People think you have white, nice teeth. Like your teeth look bright and white. I don't know if you whiten them, or if you just like have good dental hygiene, but people just think your teeth look nice. Some people will whisper about your beauty when you walk past them, not because they're gossiping, but they're like, "Oh, look at that person. They're so beautiful." Like, I see that kind of whispering when you walk around in public. So if you've ever seen like someone talk about you, they weren't bad mouthing you, they were complimenting you. And even when people stare at you, it's not out of negative intention. Sometimes it's because of lust or romanticizing you, but sometimes it's because they're in awe of your beauty and they're kind of just staring. It's not from judgment or anything like that. Yeah, people just think you're hot because I see someone like fanning themselves. You could have a nose shape that people like. So I'm seeing like an upturned button nose, but even if you don't have that specific nose shape, there's just something about your nose people like. I'm seeing mostly dark hair with this pile, so brunette hair and black hair. And I'm even seeing like blue black, like that blue black tone. Maybe some blonde too. Something about the way you do your eye makeup. Specifically, if you do a crease, it looks so good on you. And if you have like rounder eyes and you accentuate the roundness of your eyes with eye makeup, like it kind of just makes your eyes pop. Or you could wear maybe like colors on your eyes that kind of make your eye pop in some way, that the natural eye shape and color. I see some of you also like to do smoky eye. People want to see how would you look in a wedding dress, cuz I'm seeing like an actual wedding. So I don't know if someone here is getting married soon and people just perceive you as so beautiful that they want to see how you look when you get married. Even if you're not planning to get married, like maybe people could just think they want to see you as a bride, cuz I'm literally seeing a wedding in my mind's eye. Or maybe people could perceive you as the type of person they'd want to marry just based off your physical appearance. I don't think someone should make that judgment based off physical appearance, but that's what's coming through. You also look intelligent based off just your physical appearance. I don't know what about your physical appearance would make you look that way, but you just do. And you also look like you've experienced some kind of pain, like within your eyes. There's something about the chest area that people are drawn to. I'm seeing a bigger chest area. And if you're a man watching, then maybe you just like have a nice chest area. If you're a man watching, something about your Adam's apple is sexy. Something about your body is sexy too. For the women too, something about your body. But specifically the chest area. I'm also seeing long lashes for some of you. Even if you have like naturally long lashes, even if you don't do anything, like people could be drawn to it or could think they're long. And if you do wear extensions or, falsies, then people could really like them. They really suit you. And again, they accentuate your eyes. I feel like your eyes are your best feature in the eyes of others. So that is all I'm getting about your physical appearance. So let's remove these cards and take a look at how they view your personality now. With the Six of Swords being your main card as well with your looks, maybe you're one to always change or switch up your look, or maybe there's been this recent change in the way you look, or maybe people perceive it as you're going through some kind of glow up or something like that. I'm smelling coffee for some reason. I don't know if you guys love coffee, are always drinking coffee, or maybe that could just mean people see you as like an energized person with a lot of life force energy. So we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Moon, we have the Queen of Wands. Also for appearance, I'm hearing doll-like appearance. So personality now. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, and the Two of Swords reverse. Nine of Swords at the back of the deck with the High Priestess reverse popping out. And I heard Empress energy. So you're very connected to your divine feminine energy regardless of your gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, and it's important to balance that out. But yeah, you're really connected to your feminine energy. People view you as a little bit of an indecisive person with the Two of Swords reverse. But with the Queen of Swords reverse, you're not exactly the type to ask everybody for advice. Maybe people perceive you as a little bit more shy or quiet with the Queen of Swords reverse. Or they could view you as someone that maybe doesn't talk a lot. Maybe like you are the type of person that only becomes like chatty around people you're comfortable with. But I could also see the Queen of Swords reverse with the Two of Swords reverse as someone that maybe like holds back on what they're saying. Because I feel like you are someone that worries about like how other people will perceive what you're saying, or worries about how other people will take what you're saying. And so sometimes like you seem very careful with your words, or you seem like you don't want to say what you actually mean because you're scared of it being taken in the wrong way. So there's almost like this feeling of I have to be careful about my words. I have to really think about what I say before I say it. That kind of energy showing through in the way people view you. With the moon, people view you as someone with a lot of depth within you. People view you as someone that connects to your emotions in a healthy way and your own sensitivities. People may also view you as more private with the Moon and Queen of Swords reverse, where you don't share things about yourself that are too, what's the word? Personal, right? You are a generous person with the Six of Pentacles. That's how people view you. And people view you as a stunner. Like, physically, yes, but also like within your personality. You have like a very beautiful personality and heart. And people see you as someone that has maybe like done some kind of inner work on yourself, has maybe like changed and transformed in some type of way. Some of you could be on some kind of spiritual journey, and maybe you've gone through like ego deaths, or you've really changed the way you perceived yourself, or maybe you've integrated or healed traumas or something like that. Some kind of change you've made, spiritually, but maybe even physically. Maybe people see you making changes in the physical where it's like, okay, you want to achieve this, and now you're changing your routine so that you can reach that goal. So something about that's coming through. You could be seen as a giver and someone that doesn't mind giving, and you give with your heart. You could also be seen as someone that's intuitive and confident. There's something about your energy seeming very beautiful and safe to other people, and people feel seen by you, pile number one. Not only are you physically beautiful to others, but your soul is beautiful too. You're so lovable that even a hater wouldn't be able to hate you. You seem like someone that has inner strength and resilience hidden within your gentleness. So people see you as a gentle yet strong person emotionally. I'm getting a receptive energy, so people feel like you're very open with them and receptive to what they want to say or do, or even just receptive to receiving like compliments, gifts, receptive to love. People definitely want to give back to you because of the way you give to them. People see you as reliable, someone they can count on and come to for advice. And people see you as quite wise, where it feels like you see them fully, you have empathy for them, for their whatever they're going through, and you give them really great advice that maybe helps them see things in a different perspective. People see you as someone that is very perceptive as well and observant. People view you as someone that has fears but tries to face your fears and tries to be brave. You do definitely have a strong intuition, but there is some kind of lack of self-trust here, or lack of trust within your abilities, or within the decisions you make as well, where you may even like question, did I make the right decision while following your intuition, but you did. People perceive you as someone other people have tried to almost step on or cross boundaries with. And I see like someone stepping on you and you crying. So I feel like maybe people have used you or taken advantage of you or stepped over your boundaries, and at the time it's like, it's not even about standing up for yourself. At the time, you were just so sad about it because you never thought they would do that to you. And so I don't even see people thinking like, why is this person standing up for themselves or not? I don't even see that. I see them also like feeling compassion for your hurt and pain. I'm also seeing Aries energy. People could see you as a foodie, someone that loves food but maybe has a smaller appetite and gets full fast. People see you as someone that's very cleanly. I'm seeing someone specifically that, you know, has their home and environment very neat and clean, where they don't even let people walk in the house with shoes. And it's like, I see someone where they make sure even like their feet is clean when they're walking on the floor, you know? So people view you as very hygienic and organized and clean within your environment too. People view you as someone that is a romantic at heart and believes in true love. Even if there is the possibility of getting hurt or choosing the wrong person, you still believe that true love is out there, or that good men or women are out there, and that you just have to pick the right one. People also perceive it as you've found yourself in unlucky situations where you almost became someone's, like, I don't want to say scapegoat, but there were other hurt people around you that hurt you because they were in pain. And it's almost like you got entangled in that mess and it wasn't your fault. But people around you that were hurting you. So that's how people perceive it. So that is all I see for you, pile number 1. Let me know how this resonated for you down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Sodalite crystal and the Four of Swords card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how people view you, and we're going to take a look at how they view you physically, but also your personality. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. Now, with this reading, we're going to be taking a look at your physical appearance first, then we'll be taking a look at your personality traits after. So, Spirit Guides of Pile 2, tap me into the energy of pile number 2's and how people are viewing them. Can you show me how people view pile 2 physically? So, I will be using a mixture of my Clairvoyance with the Tarot. How do people view pile 2 physically? So we have the Six of Pentacles showing up first. We have the Two of Swords showing up reverse. We have the Page of Cups showing up reverse. I want to try see if I can get some masculine cards for those that picked because of this man. I'm just going to try shuffle until I get masculine cards. Okay, the Eight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Hierophant reverse. Let me just move that so that you can see that in frame. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse at the back of the deck. Okay, so hopefully you can see all the cards now properly. So the first thing I'm seeing here about your appearance, I'm getting dark, tall, and handsome for some of you. If you're a man, if you have blue eyes, something about your eyes are just like so captivating. Even if you have like darker eyes, like brown eyes, that could be too. But just something about like the color of your eyes being captivating. If you're a woman watching, I am seeing a lot of brown hair in this pile, like more of a medium brown hair, maybe some dark brown hair, light brown too, but more of a medium-ish tone here. I see short hair like a bob. I see long hair, as you see in the cards. Maybe even short brown hair for the guys watching. So something about your hair stands out. Because, like, I was just drawn into these people's hair here. So when I read the cards and I read someone's physical appearance, usually like I'll pull a card, I'll see what stands out to me in the card specifically in that reading, and then I'll mention it. So like the hair is standing out to me here. Now I am seeing shiny, glossy hair in my mind, and I'm seeing like a happy, bright sun. So people see you as like very cheerful physically. Maybe you always have like a cheerful look on your face, or you just look like a very happy person. You almost like have this glow to you. If it's not physically, like a physical glow to your skin, because I'm looking at their skin now after seeing that sun, and I'm seeing a very glowy look. Even with him. But I'm also seeing it could just be your aura. If it's not your physical appearance, you know, maybe it shows through your aura and it affects the way people see you physically, right? Because what I believe is even if we have a medium looking attraction where we're not like the hottest, but we're not ugly either, and we have like a beautiful aura. I don't know if you've ever seen people like that. I'm not saying you are like that, but I'm just using myself as an example, but like, you know, when you see people like that and they have such a bright aura, there's something so beautiful about them. And it doesn't even just have to be physical, like, it's just their glow that's beautiful, you know? So, regardless of the way you perceive your own physical beauty, and remember, we always, well, not always, but like a lot of the times we see ourselves as less attractive than we actually are. Like, for example, if I look at myself, I'd probably rate myself a 7, but maybe someone else would rate me higher because they've never seen my features before and they're seeing it for the first time, whereas I've gotten used to them. So, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we perceive ourselves a certain way and then people perceive us differently. I just see people being drawn to you physically, seeing you as like a light. Seeing you as cheerful, like someone they'd want to be friends with, someone that would brighten their day, make them laugh, you know. That's kind of just how they perceive you based off of physical. So, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing creativity. So, you could have a very creative look. Like, for example, let's say your fashion. Maybe you're very creative with your self expression, or, you know, if you're a woman and you wear makeup, maybe you're very creative with that. Maybe you wear like a lot of color, or you show a lot of personality through your clothes. And I hear vision. People kind of see you as a visionary based on the way you dress, and they kind of see you as someone that's not afraid to experiment and express yourself or try something bold. And it seems like you don't give a F about what other people think of you. You're dressing to make you happy, and people can tell you're authentic with it. It's not like you're trying to be something you're not. I don't know how they would be able to tell that, but they are able to based off the way they view you. I'm also seeing, what was I seeing now? I was seeing like someone with a tall, lean body. So I keep seeing tallness in this pile, regardless of gender. Um, Even if you don't relate to that, I will get more information. So, someone here recently got a new haircut and people are really liking it. And I see people viewing your social media, guys, and I just see like a whole bunch of people liking it. Even if they don't like it physically, they're liking the look. So whatever you post on social media, I see people kind of like backtracking. You know, when you're scrolling and then you just stop and stare for a second, I see that type of energy with your social media. And even if you don't have a social media, we will get more messages as we go along, so just take what resonates. I'm also seeing for women here, something about your handbags are really cool. Like, I'm seeing like trendy handbags. It's not just like a basic handbag. Not no offense to like basic handbags, because I love basic handbags sometimes, but like I'm seeing trendy, creative looking handbags, if that makes sense. Like colorful handbags, handbags with like things on it, like decorations on it. Things that are kind of trendy right now. So maybe some of you have like a trendy fashion style too. And sometimes you appear very like warm and cozy. Like when you're wearing a sweater, you almost look like very cuddly. I don't know how to explain it. Like you look very warm and cozy. You seem like someone that does a lot of self-care, that wears face masks, that takes care of your skin. Something about your skin looking good, and something about people seeing that you eat right through your skin, or that you drink a lot of water through your skin. Something about people being able to see your healthiness through the physical. For the women watching, you also look very hot in a bikini. I'm now seeing a body type almost like Marilyn Monroe's. And I'm seeing a very gorgeous smile or handsome smile. For the men, something about your smile being cute. You definitely stand out when you walk into a room and you're eye-catching in some way. You also seem intelligent by the way that you look. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm seeing. You also look like the type of person that travels a lot or may like buying luxury items once in a while, like saving up for that and spoiling yourself with that. I don't know why people kind of perceive you as someone that would maybe like to buy luxury items once in a while, like fashion wise. So fashion keeps coming up with this pile, so people just think you're very fashionable. Because I'm not even trying to talk about that, but I'm just channeling here and letting whatever comes through come through. There's something about you being very flirtatious, good with flirting, and it boosts people's attraction for you. Their attraction was already there, but like your flirtatiousness is like adding a cherry on top. Something about like being a good communicator. Maybe having a sultry voice, because I'm hearing a sultry voice in my mind. And for the men watching, something about like your voice is sexy. Like I see someone receiving a voice note from you, and something about like your voice being a little bit deeper and then or raspier or something like that. And then this woman is like, or this person is like so attracted to your voice. For the men watching, you look a little bit intimidating in the sense of intimidating hot. So women and people, just depending on who you're attracted to, are less likely to come up to you because they almost see it as like they're very like shy around you. Okay. So I don't know if you've experienced that a lot, but that's what I'm seeing. For the women here, I'm seeing like a girl next door, natural beauty type of energy with this pile with the woman. It's like I'm seeing those models that are really naturally beautiful. Like I'm seeing those types of models in my mind's eye. So maybe people think you have a model like beauty. Adriana Lima is coming to mind. And I'm just seeing other images of women I don't know. I don't know their names, but I'm seeing like natural beauties in my mind's eye. For the woman watching, you seem like very soft spoken, very shy, very cutesy, like very girly. And some of you like really go all out when you go out, where you can go from like cute to baddie very quickly. I see some men here watching with gray in their hair. You don't have to be full gray. You could be, but I'm seeing like brown with streaks of gray in my mind's eye, or black hair with streaks of gray in my mind's eye. For the women watching, you could have like naturally rosy cheeks and people think it's beautiful. I'm seeing smaller lips with this pile, but something about the lips being cute. So I think that's all I'm channeling for your physical appearance. Let's now take a look at what I can get from personality. But what I can also tell you is you seem like you put a lot of effort into your look. You seem like you're comfortable with yourself physically, and you seem like you aren't going to try to change yourself to fit in or to be liked by others like physically. And you also seem to sometimes be indecisive with your look. Like maybe you seem like the type of person that takes long to decide what to wear or what to do. And people can tell you put a lot of effort into it, a lot of thought into your look. There's some kind of attention to detail too. And lastly, for the men, like I also see your body being quite attractive in some way, specifically your hands. If you have like veiny arms, I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. But even if you don't have veiny arms, something about your arms being sexy. Not just like the forearm, but like not the forearm. Not just this part, but also this part of the arm and hand. Like I'm seeing a hairy not really hairy arm, but like hairy arm on a man, and like some people find that attractive, but something about the hairiness of it being attractive. it almost makes you seem like more masculine, and I'm seeing like bigger man hands, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's all I have for the physical appearance. Let's take a look at personality now. How do people view pile two's personality? So I am seeing a loyalty here so far. I am seeing that like when you make a promise to someone, you will never break it. And the only time you will break it is if the relationship, like let's say you promise to be with someone forever and to love them forever, and let's say they F you over. Obviously, they were the one that destroyed that, but like only in situations like that, then you would break your promise. But most of the time, you keep people in your heart forever, and it's like you love them forever. Maybe people kind of just see you as someone with like a love that is loyal, a love that is almost unbreakable. Like if you really love someone, nothing can break your relationship to that person unless obviously they mess up or things just don't work out. But most of the time you stay in people's lives, and when you promise that you're going to stay, you stay. So there's some kind of trust people have in you. People would go to you for anything. I just see a lot of people trusting you and you being their go-to person. You seem very mature, very responsible. You seem very chilled and relaxed and just comfortable, and that just makes other people feel comfortable. And if someone is nervous, like maybe they will be a little bit nervous in front of you because you do have a little bit of an intimidating presence, but I think once people kind of get into the conversation with you, their nervous system just instantly calms down. So the Temperance card, the Hermit, the Two of Swords reversed, the Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor again. Okay, these cards came out again as well. With the King of Wands reversed at the back of the deck. So again, I'm getting a good communicator, good with your words. I'm getting like cuddly bear kind of energy still. Like I feel like I want to hug you or cuddle. Not like in a weird way or romantic way, but like I just feel like your energy just feels cuddly in some way. I don't know how else to explain it. So I don't know if people like cuddling up with you or hugging you all the time or being like physically affectionate with you. And even if you're someone that is like shy with physical affection or doesn't like physical affection, I see people like wanting to be physical with you, even if it's not romantic. It could just be like in a friendship way too. You seem a little bit reserved in your body language. And sometimes your body language comes through as serious, grounded, but a little bit rigid, but not in a bad way. I feel like people kind of just see you as more reserved and to yourself, but serious within the body language, but then also it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel awkward. And it feels like people want to get you to open up to them. Like when they're in conversation with you, they want to make you feel comfortable with them. They kind of want to do little things to make you smile or laugh or just feel more comfortable around them, which is interesting. I see that people view you as someone that is patient, someone that is a little bit more introverted. I see them viewing you as someone that could be a little bit indecisive at times with the Two of Swords reverse, but with the Hermit next to it, you really take your time to think about the decisions that you make. And once your mind is made up, there's a stubbornness attached to it. Whether this is true or not, this is just people's perception. There's a stubbornness attached to it where it's like, don't change my mind. This is my decision. This is my choice. There's a boundary there where it's like, this is my choice. You're not going to change my decision. And I am happy with my decision. So eventually you come to a clarity on your own. And it seems like you don't really need other people's help that much with making decisions. Even though you seem like a little bit confused on what to pick at first, you do, after like thinking about it, come to your own conclusion of what you want to do. after some time of thinking. And you seem like a deep thinker. You seem like someone people would want to have like deep conversations with. You seem like a trustworthy friend. Like I can tell you anything, and I can tell that you're not going to go and tell people about that, about like what people told you in confidence. You know, people feel that way with you. People feel like they want to be your friend and be around you. There is a sarcasticness with this pile that people like. People like, especially if you have like a sarcastic sense of humor, people like it. You seem very stoic in some way, but that's just like with your facial expressions, where people kind of feel intimidated because they can't tell what you're thinking, because you don't seem to like express your emotions on your face. And it kind of makes them feel like they can't read you and like you're a little bit unpredictable. When people crush on you, especially, and they try to get signs of if you're into them or not, they will try to read your body language and how you treat them. There's something about like them taking notes in their mind that you seem very respectful with them. You seem to not take things too fast, too quickly. You seem to take things slow. The passion seems to build up with you, and you feel like someone that would be a healthy partner because you take it slow and you really get to know the person. And sometimes they feel like, okay, is this person into me? Because they're really friendly with me and like they make jokes with me, and they're friendly in the sense of physical affection, but and we feel comfortable around each other, but they're kind of just friendly with me. So I don't know if they see me as a friend or a lover. So I see some people feeling that way when they crush on you, where they don't know how you would view them in that sense. You seem like someone that makes rational, practical choices. And you also seem like someone that is very generous and giving and kind. But you also seem to be the type to put in a lot of effort into your work and into what you're building for yourself. You seem like you're building some kind of stability here to the outside world. People view you as someone that is very wise as well and makes wise decisions. And people view you as the type of person that never instructs a person to do a specific thing, but rather guides them to the best choice for them. So you never like impose your will on others where you're like, okay, make this decision or do this. You kind of like guide them. You also seem like someone that would be a good problem solver, someone that people can turn to in need. And people also view you as someone that's cool, calm, collected, as well as helpful during stressful times. I am seeing the Ouroboros in my mind, so you may want to research into the spiritual meaning of that. That could tell you a little bit into how people are viewing you. I see that you're very different when you are, let me just say, like drunk. Like you're very different when you're drunk and sober. Like you can almost be the life of the party when you're like intoxicated in some way. But when you're sober, you're like very reserved, but people see like another side of you come out and they really like it. But they also really like your sober side, because your sober side seems like more mature, but then your intoxicated side seems like more of the life of the party, if that makes sense. I keep seeing people viewing you as cool in some way. Interesting. I'm also seeing like some of you could play pranks or like be a little bit mischievous in ways, or like have a little bit of a sense of humor where sometimes you take it a little bit too far. And then it's almost like you're rage baiting people. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. Like I'm seeing you do something funny to a person and then they were worried in that moment. Like I'm seeing like some kind of prank where they were worried and then you make it into a joke and then they're kind of like mad at you, but they kind of want to laugh at the same time. So that's why I say that. I'm seeing something about like not being a morning person, being irritable in the morning, but it's cute and funny. And being like, oh, just let me sleep more. Or, oh, stop talking, it's too early. Like, I see that type of energy. And people often like want to take candid photos of you. I don't know why. But people also feel like hanging out with you more, but sometimes they don't want to like overstay their welcome. Be too eager if you don't want to. Like, I see people hanging out with you for a day and then they want to continue hanging out with you. You could also be seen as a leader in some way where people naturally like follow your lead, and it's almost like in a group setting, people are like, okay, what are we doing today? And then they're all turning to you for you to make the decision. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what I'm seeing. But I also see a little bit of a like hot-headedness. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what I see. So that is all I have for you, pile 2. I'm going to end the reading here because I don't want to make it unnecessarily long, but I really hope this resonated. I hope this was informative enough. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi pile 3, if you chose this yellow calcite crystal and the 7 of wands, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how people view you physically and personality wise. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. So we're first going to take a look at your physical appearance, and then we're going to take a look at how people view you personality wise. So I'm going to mix my clairvoyance with what I see in the tarot card. So spirit guides of pile 3, please tap me into the energy and the perception of others towards pile 3. How do people view their physical appearance? So we have the 4 of Wands as your first card. I'm seeing someone here that's sporty. So Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles reverse. At the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords reverse. I'm seeing an eccentric look. I'm seeing like a very fun, vibrant person that has like a unique look to them. So in my mind's eye, I'm seeing this woman. She has a darker skin tone. This is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. She has like these space buns in her hair, and she has an outfit that is like very eccentric and color popping neon. But it almost has like a cute kawaii vibe to it. So that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye for someone. Maybe someone has that kind of aesthetic, but we will get more messages as we go along if you don't resonate with it. Something about gold jewelry looking good on you, or the necklaces you wear just like framing, I don't want to say framing your body, but like something about it accentuating your cheek, not your cheekbones, your collarbones, and your shoulders, and like your outfit. It almost like is the last finishing touch that puts your outfit together. I'm also seeing some of you have like very curly or wavy hair, and people do find this attractive. Some of you like to wear your hair in a messy bun. I see men here with like a very smart look. Like your haircut seems, it almost makes you seem more smart and put together, and people see you as handsome in like a smart way. I don't know how to explain it, but maybe you wear like a lot of formal clothes or something like that is coming through. But it's even the way you style your hair, something about that. You kind of just look more mature in your way of dressing for the men. I'm seeing square-shaped faces, heart-shaped faces, and round-shaped faces. And for those with round faces, I'm seeing Selena Gomez's cheekbones in my mind. So maybe some of you have like fuller cheeks, or I'm seeing like another lady I know where she has like very beautiful full cheekbones. Um, so maybe some of you could have that. I'm also seeing for some of you, earlier I was seeing like celebrity lookalike energy because I was looking at her and I always think she reminds me of Lucy Hale for some reason, but then I was seeing Selena Gomez in my mind. So maybe some of you have like some kind of celebrity lookalike, regardless of gender. I'm even seeing Shakira and Doechii in my mind. Something about the bodying, because I'm seeing like a woman wearing a tight fitting dress, like a corset dress, and her curves are just miraculous. Like something about the tight fitting clothing making the curves look so good. She has like a pear body shape, the woman I'm seeing in my mind. People view you to have kissable lips, and I'm seeing that people view you as, yes, attractive. And so when they receive compliments from you, it makes them very giddy. Like, you know, when you receive a compliment from an attractive person and it makes you feel like, wow, this attractive person complimented me. That must mean like there's really something about me or something like that. That's kind of the feeling you bring them. Some of you could have like a darker aesthetic where maybe you like to wear like darker clothes. I'm seeing like really dark hair and like a contrast between the skin tone. Like I'm seeing someone with really, really dark hair and their skin is really like light and pale. But something about the contrast there really looks good. I'm also seeing bleach blonde hair in my mind and strawberry blonde hair in my mind's eye. And of course, in these pictures, we see like brown and black hair, but like in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a strawberry blonde. And I'm even seeing like not natural curls in my mind's eye, but curls from a curling iron. So if you ever like curl your own hair, it looks really good on you. It gives shape and volume. Some of you like to pluck your eyebrows or wax your eyebrows really thin, but it suits your face, right? Some people know that you are aging gracefully if you're at a more mature age. Some of you I don't know if you use Korean skincare, because I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. Your makeup looks, if you wear makeup, your makeup looks very dewy. It accentuates like the natural beauty your face has. I don't see the makeup being over the top here with this pile. I see you more so like focusing on your base makeup, your contour, your blush, like more of a neutral color lipstick, less eyeshadow. I just see kind of like a natural look to the makeup, but not too natural either, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I'm seeing someone with like heavier contour, but it's nice and blended. And their face kind of just looks good, but then has like minimal eyeshadow and like a pink colored lipstick or nude colored lipstick, you know. Someone recently got a haircut, yeah. I see bangs too. I see some of you have a classy way of dressing. Something about an angelic voice and a beautiful singing voice. Something about you being able to reach high notes or having like not really I want to say strong voice, but it doesn't sound strong. It sounds like angelic and soft in some way. But there's like something about like hitting high notes. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. If you ever wear eyeliner for the women, I know I'm not getting much messages about men, but like maybe there's a lot of women watching because I keep seeing like feminine energies in this pile when I close my eyes. I'm seeing eyeliner. If you wear like eyeliner, it looks really good on you. Or if you wear falsies or eyelash extensions, it looks really good. Maybe even your mascara looking good, like if you use a good mascara. And also something about an eye shape. I'm trying to describe this eye shape I'm seeing in my mind's eye, but it's a little bit hard. It kind of, so imagine the eyelid is like here. It kind of goes like this. Like this. And then here's the eye. Like this. I hope that makes sense. Like it's bigger here in the front. There's like a fold here and then it goes down. I hope I'm making sense. Anyways, I'm also seeing like 2016 brows. I don't know if some of you do your brows like that. I'm seeing cherries in my mind, which reminds me of sensuality. So people view you as sensual within your look, or like you don't mind showing off your sensuality. I see that some of you like to put blush on your nose and it gives that sun-kissed look or that sweet, cute look, right? I keep seeing like a kawaii way of dressing in my mind's eye. And other women take note, if you're a woman, of your nose contour too, or how blended your makeup is. So I keep seeing things about your makeup. Maybe people really like the way you do your makeup. I'm also seeing that some of you could be shopaholics or just love shopping. And I'm seeing like long claw nails, but it looks good. And I'm also seeing, okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is genuinely coming through for me. Some people don't like the smell of your perfume. They think it smells cheap. Like, I promise I'm not trying to be mean, but that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. This is just how people view you. You know, you don't have to care about other people's opinions, but the thing is, we're checking how people view you and anything can come through. You look sweet like honey, but you also look like the person not to F with. Something about having small feet. I don't know. And you look like you take care of your body and eat healthy. You know those people where they have like the two sharp teeth where they're really sharpy? I'm seeing where they're really sharp. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. I keep seeing beautiful singing voice. I'm seeing someone now play piano. So someone here must be a musician. That won't resonate with everybody, but yeah. And you also look like you have like expensive taste in clothing. Even if your clothes are not expensive, they look expensive on you. They look bougie on you. I'm seeing someone with feather earrings. I'm seeing someone here wear like a crystal necklace and tote bags. And something about your lips being like really pouty and kissable. I don't know if I mentioned that. Red lipstick looking hot on you. I'm even seeing like brown tones, like a dark, richier brown, in lipstick shades. And I'm seeing someone go mwah, and then, you know, like when someone goes mwah, and then they put their lips, they put their hands on their lips, and then they put it towards their ass, and then they're like, there's that like sassy kind of energy here. I'm also seeing now with the Queen of Cups, you just seem like a very kind-hearted person, like based off the way you look physically. You also seem like someone that is fun to be around, but you seem like you're the type of person that wants a committed relationship, and you seem like someone that is almost like a lover girl, lover boy, based on the way you look. You also seem extroverted based on the way you look, and like a very like happy, bubbly person. But you also seem like you don't trust everybody based off the way you look. So that is all I have for the physical appearance part. Let's take a look at your personality. So, Spirit Guides of Pal 3, tap me into their personality, please. I just saw your Spirit Guides. Oh my gosh. Tap me into their personality, how people view their personality. Some of you have the Fae around you, and I'm seeing a being. I don't know what being this is. I've never seen this type of being before. She's a feminine being around you. Just side notes of the energy I'm seeing. And she's purple, but she's almost like short. She's not a fairy. She's like short. She's not as short or small as a fairy, but she's like a little bit bigger but smaller. Um, and she doesn't have hair. I don't know if she's an aquatic being or what, but she doesn't have hair and she's purple. I don't know what type of being this is. That's so random. Never seen that in a reading. Okay, the World. Their personality, please. The Hermit. The Two of Swords reverse. The Judgment card. And the Three of Swords. So, my pile threes, I'd say you are a catch to be around. People see you as the type of person everybody would want as a friend. You, again, like you seem very bubbly and cheerful in your attitude, very positive and like a bright light to people. That came up in pile two as well, if you were drawn. And I'm just seeing this energy of like you being bubbly and so happy and like you're following someone around and you're almost like a little butterfly next to them. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. But I feel like sometimes you are very cheerful or bubbly, and then sometimes people are in an irritable mood, and then sometimes people snap at you, and it's very undeserving. Like you're undeserving of that treatment to them because you're just being your happy, bubbly self, but then they snap at you and it's unfair. But then they feel bad after and they feel like, oh, my baby, like they almost feel like babying you, like hugging you and being like, I'm so sorry that I said that, or I'm so sorry that I did that. So I don't know why people are like that. That makes me really sad. But I just see people seeing you as like the friend that brightens everybody's day, the person that always makes them smile or laugh when they're having a bad day, the person that just is like sunshine in human form, you know? I'm also seeing the friend that does everybody's makeup or helps everybody pick an outfit. The friend that hypes everybody up, that's almost like a cheerleader to people. I don't know. I'd love a friend like you. I'm also seeing this energy of, yes, you're a cheerful, happy person, but things hurt you easily and you take things to heart. Maybe sometimes take things personally, at least from other people's perception. You don't have much of an ego, at least from other people's perception. And you also seem like someone that's trying to protect your heart or protect your heart from being broken, because you do seem like you've experienced some kind of hurt or pain, but you try to stay positive and you try to not let things get you down. That's how people are viewing you. Yeah, people think there's a lot of like repressed pain and anger towards maybe how you were treated in the past by people or how you were hurt by people, and it was unfair in some way. But people also see you as someone that is growing, that is blooming in your own way. And every time you feel like you're wilting like a flower, you water yourself and bloom again. So I'm taking that metaphorically as every time you feel like you're losing your spark, you pour into yourself and then you start to shine again, and then you start to just feel like yourself again in some way. People view you as someone very nurturing, someone that would be a great mother or father. And if you have children, you know, maybe that could be people viewing like how you treat your children. But I also see this energy of someone that's a teacher and very good with kids. I know that's specific, but that's for someone here. I also see this energy of, this came up in pile 2, kind of like being indecisive, but taking a long time to come to a decision, thinking about it very deeply, but not really needing or seeking the advice or opinions of others, and just finding your own inner clarity, if that makes sense. People think that you would play petty games back if someone tries you or comes at you first, but you will never do that to a person first. Unless they come at you with that energy, then you match that energy. So I see that people think you're unbothered. Like you don't really give a F about people and what them and their mother says. You seem like a really friendly person, but you won't take BS from other people. Like you'll start off friendly, but then if someone is gonna be rude to you, then you can just return that energy, like I said. Because now, as I say that, after I say that, I'm literally seeing a vision of you smile at someone, and then they give you like an angry face, and then you're like, bitch, I wish I could take away my smile. I'm seeing a vision of that. It's almost like you're calling them a bitch in your mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm also seeing Aphrodite in my mind. So, yeah, there's a lot of beauty with this pile, but also Venusian energy represents love and romance. You seem like a romantic at heart. You seem like you daydream about love, and you almost seem like you're in love with love, if that makes sense. Like you seem like a love bug, if that makes sense. I'm seeing someone here with asthma. I don't know why, that's so random. And I am seeing, sorry if the lighting looks different. For some reason my ring light turned off. But I'm almost done with the reading. I'm also seeing at work, people view you as someone that gives really good presentations, or it seems like you're really prepared with whatever work you're presenting to people. Like, let's say you're in a meeting, it seems like you're prepared. You already know what you want to talk about. You already know what questions you want to ask. You seem like you're really focused and listening in the meeting. So coworkers are taking note of that. Some of you come across as boss babes, or if you're a man, maybe you seem like someone that really is trying to focus on making money. You're kind of locked in and focused on your goals. I'm seeing some of you had to make sacrifices and let go of certain things you loved in order to save up money. Like I'm seeing someone sell their old shoes and old purses and stuff because you're trying to like save money towards something. But it doesn't have to be that, but it could just be that maybe you sacrifice something to get to where you are right now. Like let's say you sacrificed your social life or fun time or whatever it is. Maybe you sacrifice buying things you really want to buy things you need. You seem like you do all the things you need to do to keep your life in check and in order, but sometimes the boring task can be a little bit time consuming and irritating. That's kind of what I'm getting from your energy, from the visions I'm seeing in my mind's eye. And sometimes like you seem exhausted after a long day, but people can tell that you work hard. I'm seeing someone here that smokes, but I'm also seeing like lip gloss. I'm seeing your family is proud of you. And I keep seeing like femme fatale energy with this pile. Like I see some people almost like lusting after you, finding you very seductive, where they fantasize about you in some way. So that is all I see for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.